Today's top stories. In his last address to the UN General Assembly, President Bush today accused Syria and Iran of sponsoring terrorism and urged member countries to enforce sanctions against Iran and North Korea over their nuclear programs. Quote, "A few nations, regimes like Syria and Iran, continue to sponsor terror, yet their numbers are growing fewer and they're growing more isolated from the world. Both countries have in the past denied the allegations." Bush also urged UN member countries to remain vigilant against nuclear proliferation and said that they should uphold resolutions enforcing sanctions against North Korea and Iran. President Ahmadinejad will deliver a speech later today to the UN General Assembly. Thousands of demonstrators held a rally across the UN headquarters in New York yesterday to protest against Iran's President Ahmadinejad and his country's nuclear program. The Stop Iran Now rally, organized by a coalition of American Jewish organizations, was held a day before Ahmadinejad speaks before the UN General Assembly today, his third address to the Assembly. Israeli and Jewish personalities in attendance, including former Deputy Prime Minister Natan Sharansky and Nobel laureate and Holocaust survivor Elie Wiesel, joined the crowd in condemning Ahmadinejad's verbal attacks on Israel. Ahmadinejad has in the past called for the demise of the State of Israel and referred to the Holocaust as a myth. More protests await Iran's president today. A group of Iranian-American organizations are planning to stage a rally in the same location to protest against Iran's human rights record. Iran's President Ahmadinejad addressed the nuclear issue and his country's electoral process in an interview aired today on the National Public Radio. Asked whether Tehran had a concrete proposal that would convince Washington that Iran's uranium enrichment activities were peaceful, Ahmadinejad said, quote, "Of course we do have a proposal, and that's to advance law for everyone." IAEA General Director El-Baradei yesterday urged Iran to show transparency in its cooperation with the agency and denied that a probe into Tehran's nuclear past threatened its national security. Turning to the issue of Iran's electoral process, NPR asked Iran's president to explain why Majlis and presidential candidates must be vetted before they can run for office. Ahmadinejad did not directly answer the question, but replied, quote, "I in fact believe that elections in Iran are among the freest in the world. There's at least 100 times more freedom in Iran than there is in the United States." These stories and more at IranVNC.com.